Yeah, things are a little bit weird around here, y'all. But I gotta show y'all this. Y'all have seen the videos where Elmo's all around the house. And so he been creeping people out around here. And so the boys, they locked him up so he can't get out. So I guess they say if he moving around in different spots of the house now, something ain't right. We gonna have to move out. Elmo, let's see you get out of there.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
It's I.A.G Farms, all about God. It's a beautiful day on the farm, y'all. And as y'all can see, we got a little burn barrel going back there. We're trying to get cleaned up around the barn because it's just, this farm has been a construction site, for a while now. And we've been working on the barn. And did I say farm or barn? I said what I meant to say was this farm has been a construction site, because we've been working on Emma. We've been building barns and putting up fencing, and we've accumulated a lot of junk, a lot of trash laying around, just broke up pieces. And the boys have been enjoying this this country life, just fixing on stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all something about the boys. They like fixing on something more than they like. Go ahead, go back to your work, Titus. They like fixing on stuff more than they like having brand new stuff. And so they had these junk piles, and they call themselves diesel mechanics. And so I got them over here cleaning up. And I told them they're gonna do just like I have, because I have my junk pile as well. A man ain't got no business not having a junk pile. Piles of stuff that you can go to and get parts off of when you're working on something. And so the boys are gonna have their junk pile, and they're cleaning up a lot of this junk. They got all these toys and broke up pieces. Like I said, they just like to work on stuff. They like to take one bike and take the wheel off that bike and put it on another bike, and take the handlebars off this bike and put it on another one. But it's a beautiful thing, because that's that's how they're gonna be as men, that's how I am as a man. But they're cleaning up back here, and I'm working on getting cleaned up around the barn. Just burning some stuff, some of this old trim that we couldn't use that one of my buddies, Greg, gave to us. I'm kind of sorting through this stuff and burning what we don't need and kind of getting things cleaned up, because we're actually gonna put the sheep in here. And so I'm trying to get it cleaned up under here in this section here. Let me just turn y'all around so y'all can see a little better. Yeah, so I'm trying to get it cleaned up in this section here. And the boys, they have been working on some of the junk up under here, trying to keep it out the rain. It's like these little four-wheelers and stuff, they be rewiring them and trying to fix one of them. And they got this old broke down tractor and stuff. And like I said, we had all this trim here, and some of the stuff was good. I might be able to do something with some of this stuff, like maybe build a floor to a chicken coop or something like that. But it's not really of the quality and the grade that we need for inside of Emma. Got some little tongue groove boards here. So yeah, I'm just putting some of that stuff to the side, but I'm burning all this stuff here, because this stuff is just not any good. It's just some big old like particle board trim. As soon as it get wet, it starts to swell up and all that. We don't really want any of that type of stuff. We're trying to get all this type of stuff out of Emma. But yeah, we're just burning that stuff. Get some of these boxes burnt. Just trying to clean up so that we can get the sheep in here. So they'll be able to have their babies in this little section right here. And like I said, over the winter time, I'm gonna finish off this barn. It's gonna be beautiful. Maybe we might do some type of wood stain siding or something like that on it, and make it look like that cabin that we always, wanted it to look like. But we were too just locked in and focused to be able to do all those things at that point. But it's gonna be a barn now. It's not gonna be a cabin anymore. But we still might have a cabin look to it, but just have it in use of a barn. Who knows? It has a wood stove in there, so y'all can see the pipe coming out up top. So who knows? It might be a guest house one day. But yeah, let me show y'all what the boys are doing down here.
This is a solo bowl because we used the other one for the rabbit.
Okay, you can sit there on top of the cage right there. Right here, look right here. I'll let y'all keep that out. And we'll figure out what we're gonna do with this cage as well. But once we get through cleaning up around the barn, we can start moving some of this stuff like this animal trap, in the barn and out of the rain.
Because this goes in the animal trap.
Yep. But all right. So the boys, they're cleaning up the sandbox. They're getting all these small toys put in this bin here. Let me walk y'all down and show y'all what's say no?
Like an excavator.
Yeah, the excavators, all that small stuff goes in that bin right there. Thank you. All right, so let me show y'all the boys' junk pile they're getting developed down here. I told them all their projects from now on have to go down here and they're gonna have a little junk pile just like Dad has. And if they want to pull a bike out and take a wheel off of it to add to another bike, or take the handlebars off, they'll be able to come down here, you know, because I don't want to take that privilege from them, you know, having their junk pile. I don't want to throw all this stuff away because they love playing with this stuff. Like I said, they turn their caps backwards and said they're diesel mechanics. Ain't that right, Tim? Y'all enjoy fixing on stuff and trying to make something out of nothing? Look at the camera. Don't look down. I already told you, a man ain't got no business not making eye contact. You don't look at the ground. You know who you are. Are you a man? Say it then.
I'm a man.
All right. Man ain't got no business looking at the ground when he talking to somebody. All right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So what you think? Y'all like to practice being diesel mechanics and turn your hats backwards and all that?
Yep. Every toy that breaks, we like.
What's that?
Every next day we say, let's bring this toy out.
Yeah, and turn your caps backwards. Listen, from the video, y'all might think that Titus is the talkative one. I don't know why Tim, because Tim talks more than everybody. Tim don't ever be quiet. For real. But sometimes I pull out the camera and he's not as talkative as Titus. Titus just has kind of a gift when it comes to like recording and the camera and talking on camera. But Tim is really a leader. Tim really is the leader of the bunch, when it comes to just the everyday type stuff. Ain't that right, Tim? Yeah. But they all lead in their own ways, because Noah, he leads as well. Yeah, I see it. Noah's the hard worker. Like, Noah wants to work and don't want to stop working until the job is done. So they're a mighty team of young men that are developing. But yeah, they're getting this stuff taken care of. But yeah, we're around here just piddling around. Like I say, things are gonna be a whole lot different around here over the winter time. We're gonna be getting back to farming and trying to get these animals taken care of, and trying to have sheep babies and pig babies and all those good things, and trying to brood some chickens and hatch eggs and all that good fun stuff. And so we're just trying to get things cleaned up, because we haven't been really farming. We've kind of been developing a homestead, over this last year. Really, we've been developing a homestead, even though we've done fencing, and I have a couple repairs to do on my fencing here that we've done, because over that winter, not winter, but that storm that we had before we got the storm shelter, it blew down a tree on my fence here, so I got to tighten that fence back up. But there's a lot of little things to do around here, little projects that I'm excited about doing and getting taken care of. And we're also waiting on a delivery today, because my tile for the wood stove is coming today. So hopefully that'll come in, get that tile, get back started on the wood stove. But until then, we're just gonna keep on cleaning up around here. So y'all just join us for this journey today. It's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. Let's see what we can get into. Yeah, we can get the rest of those tools. Take the big ones, put them on the junk pile. Take any small piece and put it inside of the bin. Titus, you and Noah can start picking up all this little trash and stuff. Put it in that bucket.
Well, I left Chattanooga, boy, had $1 and a dime. Headed out for Nashville on the Hard Rock Line. I'm working on that old steamboat, and I learned to ride and steam. When my feet had touched dry land, how happy I did feel. Been saving every penny for to make up through the fall. Working for that dollar, but it never adds up at all. But coming around the riverbank where the old train whistle sang, the very next thing you hear from me, I've been tied to a ball and chain. Time tomorrow, reckon I don't know where I'll be. But if it wasn't for that old sheriff, I'd be back in Tennessee, playing cards and crap games, not looking for the score. And if I ever get back home again, I'll never roam no more.
All right, y'all, we're getting the work down. Still burning. Just slowly just throwing pieces in there here and there. And the boys still back here working on. You can break that piece. That's good, Ty. You can break it in half if you want to. Yeah, the boys are back here just working on cleaning up some of this small little stuff because we skirted our camper. Back when we were living in here, we had the camper connected to the barn. And it was, we called it a cabin back then, off-grid cabin. We skirted the camper in a styrofoam material. And some of that styrofoam material just kind of broke up over time. And when we started tearing it apart, it just kind of like, the wind would catch it and, tear some of it up and stuff like that. And once it breaks, it like becomes all these little small pieces. And so the boys are back there start working to get that cleaned up. You can throw that in the trash too, Titus.
It's styrofoam.
You can throw it in there though. Once you use it one time, it's hard to use it again. You don't have to worry about going over there in that little pile right there. I'm cleaning all that up over there by the tank. But yeah, it's hard to believe, y'all, that this was our house. This is where we lived for about 8-9 months when we first moved down here. But let that be a testimony to you though about what it takes to do this. It's multiple ways that you can get to where we are and do the things that we've done and stay debt free. But we decided to just take that radical approach to it, and we sold our house in the city with no plan, and we came down here to this land with no running water, no septic, no power. They came back here. We came down here with our camper, our generator, and we got a couple solar panels. We hooked up a compost toilet, and we just made it happen. We made it happen. And we knew that in order to survive down here, because we came down in October of last year, and I just felt like the Lord was just giving me alerts that it was going to be a bad winter storm that was going to come. And I felt like we needed to have a wood stove, because I knew from previous experience that, living in a camper over the winter, if the temperature gets down real low, the pipes freeze up and things just start not to work. Like sometimes the heat won't work and all type of things like that. And so I knew we needed a different, alternative source of heat. And so I knew we needed a wood stove, but you can't fit a wood stove inside of a camper. They had these little small ones, but not a real wood stove that can actually heat it. And so I knew that we needed to build some type of structure to be able to house a wood stove so that we can, heat with wood over the winter. And we started off building this barn, and I felt like I had 30 days to build it. There was no weather reports or forecasts or anything like that that told me that there was a winter storm coming. One of the worst winter storms that Mississippi has had like in a while, since I've been alive. But there was no weather report to say that there was no weather report saying that winter storm was coming. But I just felt led by the Spirit that I had 30 days to build a barn, and it took me 40 days to get it dried in to the point to where I could heat it with wood and get the camper connected to it and heat the camper with the wood stove from the barn. And on that 40th day, the winter storm came, and we literally, Megan and I were putting up the house wrap around here, wrapping it up and trying to put insulation in the windows and things, and we just felt like the wind come from back this way, and we just felt it change, and there was like a sudden shift in the temperature, and the wind started blowing, and it was like freezing for about 4 or 5 days, and usually probably maybe a week or so. But in Mississippi, that's unheard of. Like the temperatures didn't get above freezing like all through the day. And that's pretty drastic for down here. I know some of y'all northerners are used to that type stuff. But I don't think we had any snow, but everything was frozen, and without that wood stove, we wouldn't have survived down here. And it's just amazing to look at this barn now and to think about we lived here. Like this was our house, for real. We made the sacrifices that were necessary to make in order to get to the point to where we are now. And now we have Emma, and we're living inside of Emma, and we have plans to buy more land and build a house in the future and all those type things. But it's like this is where it all started right here, and it just brings back memories, to be under here cleaning up some of the remnants from living under here in the camper, and getting it clean and getting this barn prepared to be used not as a cabin for people to live in like we did for 9 months, but as a barn for animals to be here. It's full of hay, it's full of animal feed, it's full of firewood, and we're gonna get the sheep up under here, and the sheep are gonna be having babies, and it's just gonna be, it's gonna continue to be productive and fruitful, and it's just amazing. What y'all think, boys? Can y'all believe that we lived here in this barn, and we lived in the camper, and we had compost toilets, and we were off grid for like 9 months?
It's eking up on a year ago.
Yeah, it's eking up on a year now because we've been in Emma about 3 or 4 months now. So,
but it'd be some cold snaps in Emma. They've been wanting to heat up the wood stove.
Oh yeah, it's been chilly. It's been like down to 40 at night, but it warms up pretty quick during the day.
60.
Yeah, and 60. And that's a blessing because with no heat going and it's 40 degrees outside, it's still like 66, 68 inside of Emma. And so that means that she's insulated well. And our old house that we had in the city, it was like an old like farmhouse. It was all drafty and everything. And it was no way we could have been in there when it was 40 degrees outside without a fire going or without some type of heat going. So that's really encouraging that it's not gonna take as much, to heat Emma and to cool Emma as it did in our old house that was drafty and all of that type of stuff. Yep. But we're just reminiscing, y'all, on the time we spent living in the barn and living in the camper. It's just memories that, are gonna live with us forever, and the boys are gonna be able to tell their kids and bring their kids out to this barn and say, do y'all know my mom and dad and I lived out in this barn? For real. When we first moved to this property, and the kids aren't gonna believe them. They're gonna be like, there's no way y'all live in this barn.
Let's show them the video.
They will have videos to show them. Yep. Hopefully they'll still have YouTube around then when y'all have kids. But all right, y'all, we're just still cleaning up, still burning some stuff, and I'm waiting on this delivery of our wood stove tile, and I just pick y'all up when our tile is delivered, and then maybe today we can get started finishing off the hearth for the wood stove, do the back walls, but if not, I'll pick y'all up early in the morning. But I'm gonna pick y'all up when the tile is being delivered.
Sign. And my brother B, yeah. Huh? Hallelujah, hallelujah. Look, I praise his name cause I love him and I do it faithfully. Cause the sins that I used to have, he gladly took away from me. Now that's true love that he shows, so I gotta show it back by reading and believing in his word. Lord, I'm focused. I choose to do your will and do your will only. Walk right with you, I need you my homie. Yeah, I need you my homie. Walk right with you, oh Jesus, you my homie. Cause you free my mind and you showed me the worry was over. You told me you'll never let go of me, you're holding me down. So I make a jump for us with tossing it up and giving them praises, and I won't turn around. Oh no, so get up, yeah. And go on, praise him, get up, yeah. And go on, praise him, get up, hey. And go on, praise him, get up, hey. Now get up, hey. And get up, hey. And go on, praise him, get up, yeah. And go on, praise him, get up, hey. And go on, praise him, get up, hey. And get up. Now everybody get up.
Every good and perfect gift come from heaven above. I know you see the ice on my neck, don't mean mug. They come from all the labor and worship unto the Lord, and all his blessings raining down. I'm catching them like a glove. And much love. People could hate me, I ain't tripping. I'ma keep on trucking, Firestone. Look, I ain't slipping. I'm iced out my Jews, my holy Bible's my tool. Got the Lord angels with me, and they crease down to the shoe. Even though I fall, I'ma get up a 8 times. I'm ballin' with the Lord, heated up, call me LeBron. Number 23, I'm on fire, call me a bull. No longer being wicked, I'm righteous, I'm not a fool. And you too should come with me and praise the Lord. Cause as long as you're walking with Satan, your life will be destroyed. So I thank you, Jesus.
got it cleaned up pretty good, boys. What y'all think?
Just wait until Mama gets back so we can eat actually lunch.
Oh yeah, it's about lunchtime. About time to take a break. But we got everything cleared out in this section, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell on camera, but it's a big difference in this area. It was all type of boards right in here. You come walk in here, and then the boys had all of their bikes and all their diesel mechanic stuff over there. And then I got these pallets up from here that we were using a long time ago. Got those stacked up right there. We'll probably end up using them for some with the sheep in here. I got one more thing left to get cleared out, and that's this little section right here, but we're gonna leave that for right now. That'll be the little junk pile for this for the barn section. You know, it's kind of like that, you know, when you're in the city, you have a storage shed. At least we did. We had a storage shed, and we kept all our junk behind the storage shed where nobody could see it because it was just woods behind the storage shed. And so this is our storage shed here. And so this is behind our storage shed. So we'll keep a little bit of junk back there. But yeah, I got a couple more boxes to burn, and Megan was having a lot of boxes from packages and things that she had to put out the trash. And so I told her, I said, I just started using this thing here to start burning those boxes and things. And I said, if I'm burning those boxes, I might as well go ahead and clean up around here and use the boxes to be able to be my fire starters. And so it looks good in here. And I got those boards, the ones that we're going to save. This is birch wood. And I might do something with this, as I was saying, maybe like chicken coop building material, build a floor or something with it. I don't know. I was going to try to use it for an accent piece or for shelving inside of Emma, but I think I want some, I think I want like some live edge wood. I don't want like, this is kind of like a birch plywood, you know, manufactured wood. It's not really what I'm looking for. I want something that I can like, some real wood I can stain. And so I got that put right there so that, because I told y'all we cleaning up in here so we can get the sheep in here. We're gonna put our ewes in here, and we're gonna leave our boars, I mean, not the boars, the rams out on pasture. And they should have already bred the ewes already. And so hopefully we'll have a bunch of little baby sheep come springtime. But I put these boards up right here just to block the sheep from being able to stick their head through here and get to the hay. You know, we don't want them tearing the hay up at the bottom. And then by the end of the winter, when we get ready to go get it, it's all tore up and we got to use a pitchfork to get it. But yeah, I got that there so the sheep can stick their heads through and get to the hay. They're not really going to bother the wood, so I'm not worried about that. I came in the other day with the tractor and cleared out all those old corn stalks and things from the garden. And we still have time in Mississippi. In Mississippi, you really can have a fall garden all winter, really. And one of you all sent us a little greenhouse kit. And so maybe we'll, like I say, over this winter, maybe we'll get our greenhouse built and put together and everything. And like I said, it's just a lot of projects coming this winter. And we're trying to just get started with them. You know, I'm just getting my, you know, getting my farm juices back going again. Because I've been working on Emma for so long and working on the barn and, like I said, working on the camper ever since we've been down here. I really hadn't had a real opportunity to actually like farm, like pay attention to the farm and just perfect all the fencing and all the systems and all those type of things and make everything look nice and pretty and clean. And but yeah, we're putting a lot of work into these things and a lot of resources into them, so we want them to look good, you know. So I can't wait to get the barn finished and just start cleaning up around here more and fixing up our fencing and putting in cross fencing and fencing off at the top of the property. We want to put new farm gates at the front and put like a white picket fence type setup that comes across the whole stretch of the front of our property. Oh yeah, it keep falling. But yeah, we want a white picket fence to come across the whole stretch of the front of our property, and maybe like a sign that says I.A.G Farms or something like that. But anyway, we're still waiting on this package, y'all. But I'm just piddling around. Megan should be here soon. I thought the package would have been here by now. But I'm probably gonna have to get started with tile on the back of the wood stove hearth tomorrow. You know, because the package probably I'm not gonna have no time to get going today. But I'm gonna still pick y'all up when the package gets here. And unless it takes too much more longer, then I'll be picking y'all up for another little project. So we'll just see what today brings, y'all. Y'all just stick around.
Hey, we've been waiting on this delivery all day. It's a trip behind. Y'all just want to pull in? Huh? Well, I have my side-by-side right here, so I was just going to ask you to unload it onto that. Okay. So they're just going to back up here and unload it all for me onto the side-by-side. I don't think Tim bought too much tile, so it should fit. Yeah, I'm recording. We have a little YouTube channel where we share our faith in Jesus and our farm and our family. So we want to show them this whole process. We're doing a wood stove heart. So it's I.A.G Farms. I.A.G Farm. Thank you. Yeah, so I'll just... We have about 90,000 right now. Yeah, it's a miracle. God has really blessed us. He really, really has. So you want me to just pull it back just a little bit? Okay, I got you. I got you. Tim is going to be so delighted. What's up, y'all? I just received the tile for the wood stove hearth, and it looks so good. It looks so good, y'all. And Tim has just been like chomping at the bit to get the wood stove done. And I'm just going to show y'all this tile. So it really is just what we wanted. It's like a whitewashed wood look, but it's tile. And Tim has been like almost depressed because he's had to wait on the wood stove hearth. The mantle has been kind of at a standstill because we didn't have the tile and we were waiting on this to be delivered. I think it was actually supposed to be delivered on Friday, and it's here a couple of days early. Woo! So we're super excited about that. Doesn't it look good? I really like it, y'all. I like it. I think it looks good. And I'm going to head back to Emma so that I can tell Tim I received the delivery. Yeah, y'all, Tim is going to be so excited. He and the boys are and Emma taking a rest just because they've been out all day long burning. I had some boxes and some different stuff, and so I was like, I'll burn that for you. It's like he couldn't burn his wood stove, but he had to start a fire somehow, somewhere. It's been just a couple of chilly nights, and Tim was just like, oh, I should have my wood stove. I should have my wood stove. So now, finally, he'll be able to have his wood stove, or at least we'll start the process, and it really should only be, you know, maybe a couple of days from here and we can get it done. But we'll see. We're just going to be diligent like we have been this whole process. We're not going to get in a rush. We're just going to do it as the Lord leads us to do it. And yeah, so since the boys are taking a rest, it's just me on this one. Yeah, I'm ending it for y'all. Just come in at the end of the day to the rescue while they're all exhausted and tired and been working so hard, and I get to do the fun stuff of receiving this delivery. So just gonna end it right here, y'all. It's the I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. I'll see you on the next one.
Look, I praise his name cause I love him and I do it faithfully. Cause the sins that I used to have, he gladly took away from me. Now that's true love that he showed, so I gotta show it back by reading and believing in his word. Lord, I'm focused. I choose to do your will and do your will only. Walk right with you, I need you, you my homie. Yeah, I need you, you my homie. Walk right with you, oh Jesus, you my homie. Cause you free my mind and you showed me the worry was over. You told me you'll never let go of me, you're holding me down. So I make a door for us, rejoicing it's up and giving them praises. And I won't turn around, oh no, so get up, yeah. And go on, praise him, get up.